I think it did it. Won't swear to it, but I think it did it. We're done with my cord. Here it is. What I thought we might do today, people, if you want to. If you want to make a breast cancer awareness wreath, is what I was thinking. I have all kinds of them, so I thought, well, now's a good time. I'm trying to find some teal mesh. I got an order for 2 breast cancer awareness, and I got these from Trendy Tree. They had those in. Let me see. Is it live? Can't find it. There. I'm sorry, it's not pulling up for some reason. I don't know if it's pulling up over here or not. Maybe if I turn this one off, maybe it will. I'm sorry, it's just not pulling up. I don't know if anybody's on here or not. Is anybody there? I don't know. But what I thought we would do today... Oh, my brush ain't there. I usually brush my table off. Trying to get all this little stuff off of it. Oh, it's not showing up on there. So I don't know if we're live or not. My internet's been going crazy all day. And I've called them the up speed, the down speed. Okay, I see comments, but I don't see anything else. So we're just going to go with that. What I thought we'd do is make a breast cancer awareness wreath. Like I said, I've got a friend in Gatlinburg that had cervical cancer, and she was wanting me to make 2 wreaths for her. And her color is teal. And I've got this little sheet she printed off that shows all the different... See, it's got all the different colors and for each cancer. I thought that was pretty neat. So... I thought, well, we're going to do pink today. I plan on trying to get one of every one of them. Hello, Peggy and Kelly and Lori and Darlene and Patricia. What I thought we'd do is do the poof method on this. And then I've got all kinds of ribbons here to see which ones we want to use. I'm not really sure, because I figure we need a bow. Thought that fell in my glue gun. No, it didn't. I tell you, I don't think a crafter can have enough stuff. So, just come on in and tell me where you're from. And is it raining where you're at? It's been raining off and on here. What I'm going to do, I didn't put this underneath here. Let me see something here. I dropped something. Be alright. I'm going to take and just scrunch it at the top. And then I like to take a zip tie. I didn't put this on right. It needs to be scrunched this way. Because you want the ends to go downward is what you want. So what I'm going to do is take a zip tie and I'm going to attach it to the bottom. And I'm doing enough so if I want to cut some of it off, I can, because I didn't trim the ends yet. And I'll cut it off and let it try to get some of the frays is what I'm going to do. Hi, Teresa. How's everybody Saturday doing? I'm going to go ahead and trim this because I made it longer than it's supposed to because I seen that it was going to ravel on me. So, cut that off. And if I need to move the camera, I can try to move the camera. And what I thought we would do is do, let's see, let's do 12-inch poofs. And the way I do that is I just start it and you make sure that the bottom is on the bottom like it's supposed to be. And I measure it with my tails. I got that from the Soul Sisters. They're really good to measuring your poofs with. I've never made one of these reefs, so this is a new one for me. I'm going to twist it about 3 times. And I'm going to take and go both ways with it. I need to get rid of them there. I'm going to go from one side to the other. Go back and forth and see how that does. That might work better. Let me get my comments up here so I can see them. There. Hello, Marlene and Barbara. And then I am going to be making one on the Unique in the Creek board. I'm just having to let it dry. I took the Christmas tree board and I cut and then I glued to be able to make the ribbon. And I painted it this color because I'm going to try to find some teal mesh. For, like I said, I had 2 of them that I need to make, and I thought, well, I'd love to make it on that. I don't know if this is going to work or not. The ribbons, that's what it is, the ribbon. Look, that ribbon got all the way around there. Mesh can't come off with ribbon wrapped around it. There. Well, they just done made a mess. I'll just lay this down here for now. Lay it down there. Now we might be doing one thing after another with me. You're surely going to learn something because I have more mess-ups than I have anything. There. Tearing the table up and everything. So I'll take this, pull this out 12 inches. And I'm going to bring it up to my next one. And then I'm going to tie it a couple times. And then I'm going to go straight. I'm going to pull this 12. And I'm going to go straight across to the tie that's on the other side of it. Like I say, I've never made one of these, so it's going to be trial and error. Because I don't know how else to do it. And then you measure it out again. We're going to go up to the next tie. Has anybody ever made one of these like this? Or what kind of, did you do poofs or did you do curls? ruffles. Yes, that's much better with that not being on there. I might ought to go around it and then come back down. Well, I ain't sure how to do this. We'll try it. I might have to take this down here undone, but if I do, it'll be alright. How's everybody's day doing? Is everybody having a pretty good day? Hello from Ohio. I was at General Mills last week, or not General Mills, General Wholesale in Louisiana last week. And had a real good time. Everybody was there. Damon Oates, Terry Marshall, Amy with the band, Lisa Kellum, Scott Waterman, Damon and Parker. There's a lot of people there. And I brought back all kinds of good stuff that we can make. And I'm making kits. So if you go to my Etsy, you will see some of my kits starting to get loaded. I've got the patriotic truck, which I'm going to do it on live so then everybody can see it. I'm doing the outside with these poofs, and then I'm going to go back in and do the inside. And then we'll see what that looks like. It keeps freezing. I'm so sorry. My internet has been crazy today. And I turned the other one off. Let's see, I want to go here. Is it back on? I'm so sorry. I hate it when the internet screws up like that. It makes it hard on everybody. It makes it hard on us trying to do the video, and it makes it hard on the people trying to watch it. So hopefully it will quit doing that. I don't have anything else, the internet on, nowhere else. And I don't have kids, so they're not gaming. I need my board. That's what I thought. You usually can kind of guess these out. And then I'll pull these open once I get it done. And hopefully it will look like the awareness ribbon. Like the frame. Hi, Stoney. How's Stoney doing? I'm having internet trouble today. It's wanting to freeze. We are making an breast cancer awareness wreath. And I'm trying to put poofs. I've never used this frame before. So I thought I'd try it. You gotta make sure that you have your bottom, this to the bottom, or you won't be able to open your poofs. So then you add, whoops, this rack is just almost too big. There's one here. I hope it's not freezing on you all anymore. I don't know what to do to make it quit. I've called Windstream and told them I've done the speed test, and the speed test is like 6. and then 0.8. So that's not very good, because used to it was 10. And so they said that they was going to get their engineers to look into it. There. Got this. And now we're going to go down here. I hope this looks like it's supposed to when it gets done. I ordered these from Trendy Tree because I couldn't find them nowhere. They said they had them at the Dollar Tree at one time, but I didn't see any. So I just ordered 10 white ones because I figured it could go with any color. White could. And then I am going to try to make it out of the Unique in the Creek board, which Lori and them are getting, they're in Las Vegas this weekend getting married. I wish I could have went to that, but I didn't know it soon enough. And I have to stay home sometimes so we can make wreaths. My Etsy store's been doing pretty good. I've really enjoyed that. I'm doing 12-inch poofs. And this is pink with some metallic in it. It's shiny. Like I said, we might have to take that first, where I was going, jumping back and forth, off. Has it froze again? I think it has. Well, it's starting all over again. I done that a while ago. I don't know what it's doing. Go to have bad weather here. Yeah, I think it looks like it's going to have bad weather here by looking out. But maybe I can get this done. Maybe it won't be too bad. Bring this up. Sure it opens right. Stick it down in there. How is everybody? Indianapolis. Yes, I would be more than happy to share the... like I said, I wasn't aware they had that many different colors. It looks like this is going to stop right. Let me see. I might put a zip tie and zip tie it right there. I think that's what I'm going to do, is zip tie it instead of putting it on a crossbar. And what I'll do is I will put that on my Facebook page, my business page, or why don't I put it on my website, and then you can go there to find it. And it's Down Home Crafty Things. I said I was going to redo this the way I did it, because let me redo this bottom, because I jumped back and forth. And hopefully I have enough. Yeah, because that's what I did. I jumped from there to there. But really, it's not really going to matter, I don't think. Because if I took that one out And I took it up to here, then took this and went over to there. We'll try it. Let me check it out. So at least it'll match the other side. Okay, so we'll take this and we'll go down here. That would be 12. And twist it. And then I'm going to cut that zip tie. Well, I said I was going to. These are things. There. I got it. Cut the zip tie. And then, see, this is the end of it. So we want to do like 12 there. It's just going to make the end more in the middle than where it was. I started on the end. It might make it up here in this crossbar. That would be a good thing. Yeah, it is. It's going to be right up in the crossbar. Right up there where I started. Where it crosses across. And then we'll zip tie this right there. And that should do it. And then we'll open it up and see what we have. And I need to cut that off up there. There. Let me see here. There. And then I need to cut this mesh. Yep, need to cut the mesh off. I'm just kind of getting down within an inch of my zip tie. Didn't quite use the whole row. I'd never had it mixed up with my ribbon before. Now let's just start opening these poofs and see what we got here. See if it favors a ribbon. I thought about painting tulips teal and making a tulip wreath for my friend in Gatlinburg that had cervical cancer, because she was wanting 2 wreaths. One for her and one for her mom. And I thought about trying painting some white tulips teal. And then I thought also you could take and make white tulips, and it'd be white, and then you just put the bow on it that you want. Thought about that too. Hi, sister-in-law. I put those papers in your mailbox for you. Hi, Bev. Let me see. I'm opening them. It looks like a gum, but it's not. I think it's gonna do its shape. I was gonna put the bow towards where it crisscrosses, because I want it to look like their symbol. And like I said, I had never made one of these before, so this is a trial and error. Hi from West Virginia. First time watching. Love the color of that mess. Thank you, thank you, thank you for blessing my page. and swear, that's like a big old hug when people do that. Appreciate it. And I do have a website, and I am going to put this calendar, or this ribbon, that shows the different color for each Cancer. Hi, Lynn. Lousy bee. I hope it's going to start shaping it up here a little bit. I might have made the poofs a little bigger than what it should have been, but I think I can get it to shape up. See this crisscrossed here. I need to open this one. And let's see, this one goes in here. I'm just going through and opening them is what I'm doing. And I figured we would lose that cross point in the middle. Hi, Patty. First time watching. Welcome. If you don't care to like and share, then you should get, every time I go live, you should get a reminder that I'm going live if you want to watch. My bot should ask. Let me see here. We got this. I'm looking to see if we've got this about the way it should be. That's what it looks like. Looks like there's a hole. I see a hole somewhere. It's right here. That's what I mean. I was thinking I might need to put ribbons in it so that it could look, because I wanted to keep its shape. Let's see, this has to separate here. And this is the first time I've ever used one of these frames. Now, I was thinking about putting a bow right here because of the ribbon, because it's supposed to be the shape of the ribbon. I think if I put them over there like they're supposed to be, them over there. What do y'all think? You think it looks like one? And then we can put a bow right here in the middle where it's supposed to crisscross. See how the back looks? The back, it just shows how it crisscrosses the ribbon does. Well, that's what we were trying to get the front to look like. And we could put ribbons on it. That would make it prettier. I think what we might do is start with a bow first. I don't know if I'm liking it or not. I think this might be one that has to grow on me. I like what it stands for, though. There we go. Alright, I've got it all in there, I think. I've got it all spread out and doing the way it's supposed to. This one, yeah. Let's spread this one. I can't believe I left one unspread. That's another one right there. There. Maybe that'll do it. There. Alright, there we be. Let me me see. We've got some holes going on here. But we'll put ribbon in those holes. So here is the let me get this. I'm going to hang this over here while we make a bow to put on it. And then that way I can see it better. On what it, instead of just laying on the table. There. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to put a ribbon right there in the middle. And I think we'll go with, remember all my ribbon come off a while ago? You know how that goes. It just happens. I've got this kind of breast cancer. And I got a ribbon mess is what I've got. Because it just come unwind. And then I've got this ribbon. This one. So I've got these two that are the awareness ribbon. And then these were what all I was just going to stick with it. Roll it up and then we'll figure out which ones to use. Because like I said, I had a ribbon mess going on. This is the one that got caught in my mesh. But you know, the thing about it, you can't go live and everything be perfect. It's still going to mess up just like it does when you're at home. When you're doing it all by yourself. There. I really like this. I think we might use those two together for sure. Let me see. I'm just putting this, wrapping it up so it ain't everywhere. I'm going to get my bow maker. Where is it at? It's right here. This is the 4-in-1 Pro Bow. And what it does, it will hold 50 yards of mesh. It will count, or it will do your tags. I spilled that right on top of that keyboard. That's alright. Okay, and then here's this. We're going to make a pretty bow. I think I'll put this on the bottom. No, I'll put this on the bottom. Make the tails 10 inches. And then we'll twist. I'm going to make them the loops 6 inches. Like that. Because I don't want it to be real big, but I want it to be big enough to, you know, show on it. And do this in 6 inches. I'm going to do 4 loops. And then you pull this one up here. Like that. This is easy to make a bow with this thing. Of course, I've got the Easy Bow Maker. I've got the Bow Dabra. I've got all 3 of the Easy Bow Makers that she's come up with. I've got all 3 of them. So I ought to be able to make some kind of bow. My camera has moved. Sorry. Is that better? I'm sorry. Thank you. And I'm dovetailing the corners. Can you see now? I fixed the camera. All good. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to put this one in here. I've got a army wreath that somebody asked me to make, so I've got to do that today. And you put this in here and you just twist. And what this bow thing does, it holds it for you. Now I'm going to make this, that one is really 6, so we're going to make this one 5. And then you twist it. And if you'll take your finger and put it right on the 5, when you put it back in, that's how long the bow is. I'm sorry, my camera, I don't know what happened. It's a Nebo, or Mevo. My husband got it for me for my birthday. Let me see here. 4. I gotta find the 4 to put the 4. Make sure it stays at 4. Twist. And 4. I didn't know whether I wanted to put daisies in it or not. Because I had the daisy ribbon and it's such a pretty ribbon. But I think I might go to the smaller ones. So I love how I can make those ring. Make them to get yeah, some of the mesh, you really have to watch on mesh. Some of it just ain't no good. I think I'm going to put this in here. Yeah, I'm going to put this in here. This is pretty. I'm going to have mesh on my site. I haven't, where I went to General Wholesale, I bought a bunch of stuff, but I haven't got it listed yet. And we might just have a sale one night, just people can bid on them. You know, I never thought about that. That is true. A pool noodle would work really good to make this shape. Like I said, I got these from Trendy Tree. So that, because I couldn't find them, and everybody said they were at the Dollar Tree, and I couldn't find the frames nowhere, and I didn't use my imagination, I don't guess, because, like you said, we could use a pool noodle. And I'm going to take and dovetail the end. Now, I love my little ribbons. My 1.5 inch ribbons. They are so cute. I like to roll them. And I'm going to go ahead and roll it before I add that other ribbon on top of it. And then I'll pull it out. My video looks like it's behind. Where did you get your mess at? Did I miss that? Where did you buy it at? Craft Outlet? I would call Craft Outlet and I would tell them that you paid good money for it and it was the bad mesh. Now, I know all the ombres are very, very thin meshes. And it don't matter where you get them from. Because I've ordered from Craft Outlet. And I've ordered from Trinity Tree. I've ordered from everywhere. And the ombre mesh is just thin mesh. Like the rose gold, everybody threw a fit over the rose gold. It's pretty, but you have to use double the mesh to make it work. I think I'm going to add this. And then we will go back with another little pink, and then I think we'll be done with that. Add this cancer awareness too. Something like this. I'm going to make it the same size as I made that last pink one, which was, let's see, 6, 5, 4. It was 4 inches. Put it in here and just twist. What did you try to do with the mesh? What kind of mesh did you get, hon? But if I didn't like it, I'd call them and I'd tell them that you didn't like it. And I guarantee you they'll either give you your money back or give you some more mesh. Anytime it's value mesh, it don't matter how much you pay for value mesh or basic mesh. It don't matter how much you pay for it. When it says that, it is cheap mesh. And then they say don't get it from Taiwan. But when you're ordering online, you don't know where you're getting it from. Like in my bow, I love bows. But I figured if I put a bow in the middle of that, it would break it up some. Now, I'm going to put one more ribbon on it, and it's going to be the pink, little pink and white. This one. Because I love the way these curl. And we're going to make these littler. We're going to make them about 2 inches. And twist that in the middle. The whole thing about your bow, if you get it twisted like it's supposed to be in the middle, your bow will be beautiful every time. I'm going to start my group up next, the 1st of May. And the way I'm going to do it, you buy 1 month, you get 1 free. So then that way, then you can try it. And I'm going to have, we're going to have all kinds of fun in there. We're just going to show all the tips and tricks and anything somebody wants to learn how to do. It was deluxe mesh and you was doing a poof. Was it, could you see through it? Was that the problem? I would call Craft Outlet and tell them. Is what I would do. Because they're really good at backing their products. It's like that mesh, it come from Craft Outlet. I'm thinking. I'm almost positive it came from Craft Outlet. And it's got a lot of metallic in it. I roll my ribbons before I get them on. And then when I get them on there, I can just let them loose. It makes it easier to do it that way for me. So, there's our bow. Get our zip tie. Got it mashed down so good it doesn't want to go in between it. And I like to try to get it a little bit caught before I pull it off of there, because I have lost the whole thing before. There. There we go. Left the stick in it. Now take the, oh Lord, see how that just come undone? Boy, if I didn't have hold of it, I'd have lost my bow. Then you just kind of turn this over like this. Kind of get your bow the way you want it. That zip tie is not doing very good, because it's trying to come undone. It's a bad zip tie, I think. Now that's a good one, because it's... No, it's staying on now, but it wasn't. It don't matter. It could be helped by two of them. I didn't put the zip tie through the middle. Let me see if I can still do that. Yes, saved me. Now, let me cut these off. Turn our bow over and fluff it. Might have to put a piece of ribbon in the middle so it won't show the zip ties. And I'm just putting my fingers in there and lifting it up, because I pretty well had my bow laid the way I wanted it. Like this. Yes, I appreciate everybody that likes and shares. I'm close to 1,000 followers, and when I get to 1,000 followers, I'm going to give some stuff away. And it will go back for the last month, and whoever liked and shared, they will be entered in the drawing. Okay, let me see, here's this one. Let me grab that in the middle there. I love how those just spring open like that. There's this one. Let me see, will this do it? Yeah, it will too. You're in Tennessee. I know what you're saying. I mean, I'm in Kentucky, and there's not nowhere. Walmart's mesh isn't no good. And then Hobby Lobby, and they say Hobby Lobby is going to start getting better mesh. Because I found with Hobby Lobby's mesh, the good mesh is the one that is forever the holiday, whatever the holiday is. But their mesh that they have in the back, I don't care for it. And it's high. I mean, it's $9. Even if you give $5 for it, it's still not. But I am going to have some things on my website. I've got kits. None of my kits will ever be over $42, because I want you to be able to sell your products. So you'll get everything you need, ribbons, sign, zip ties, or Chanel stems. You'll get everything. Okay, there's the bow. I just love the way these little curly cues does it. Oh, that one didn't do it because I didn't pull it. Hadn't pulled it. See how you just kind of pull them out. And that's how your bow looks. I think it looks pretty. And then I thought I'd put it in the middle of this. Where it crisscrosses is where I thought I would put it, is right in the middle. If I can get it in there. I could have wired it, but I just thought I'd zip tie it. Well, here. Well, shoot. There. Zipped in there. Straighten it up a little bit. See what we got. See if it looks like an awareness ribbon. I got a lot of bow going on there. You love the bow? Thank you. I just need to get it all poofed or fluffed. But I was wanting the rack to keep its shape, and I don't know if it's going to or not. Push them over a little bit. And it might. See, what do you think? Do you think it looks like a awareness ribbon? I thought about putting some ties on it, some tails. It would give it a little more color. Let's see, what does it look like here? So you like it? But I could put some tails on each one of these, or we can leave it just like it is. And just roll these yeah, you have to drive 45 minutes to Hobby Lobby. That's about like me too. Well, I bet it don't look better than the one you made. This is the first time I've made one like this on this frame. But I'm twisting the zip ties is what I'm doing. We could take, and I didn't get any out, but you could take and put little blue balls on them. I mean little pink balls on the zip ties. Or they're not zip ties, are they? They're the wire is the way it is. Because we got to do something with them, because they can't just sit there doing nothing. So I'm folding them, is what I'm doing. I'm folding them under. And I'm going to keep shaping on this until I get it to the shape I want it, I guess. Hi, Jonathan. How's Jonathan doing? And that little niece of yours, she is a sweetie. I think it's your niece. that little girl's sweet. I can't remember her. I think she is. There we go. Almost untied it. Okay, I didn't realize they were selling a kit. If I sold an awareness kit, it would be using the Unique in the Creek board. I would cut the board for you. Because I think I could make it keep its shape a whole lot better than the frame. They have several. I'll have to get on there and look at them. I haven't looked at them. Well, there's what we got. Let me hang it up. Let's see. Here's the hanger. I gotta put a hanger on it. It don't have one. I was putting it up there where that tie was. Yeah, I can see it better this way. And then this is supposed to all, this goes this away and that goes that away. And then the bow goes this way. So what do y'all think? You think we did good? They don't give good mesh on. I don't know, hon. I've ordered stuff from them. But like I said, I ordered the rose gold and I wasn't pleased with it because it was just like what I got at Hobby Lobby. I think that the ombre meshes are like that too. They're not exactly right. But there's our awareness ribbon. And I'm looking forward to making this one down here. Like I said, out of Unique in the Creek. I took the Christmas tree and I cut it to make the Unique in the Creek frame. And I even thought about doing it in tulips. I've got enough red or a darker pink. I even got enough light pink, but I got enough darker pink. That would look good doing that, I think. And then I've already painted this color. Turn it over. I want to see what this is going to look like. Now y'all got me thinking. Let me see. I'm getting the tulips. I say I'm getting the tulips. Let's see what it looked like with some tulips on this one. And I don't, my Lord, that one's got all kinds of missing ones. They're over there in the floor somewhere, I guess. I probably won't leave the green on, or the stems on it. Let's see what that's going to look like. Let's just see. Cut some of these off. It's got a lot of missing ones on it. We can try it and see what it looks like. Trial and error, that's all we do. Go that way. Okay, let me get this. I will just start up here at the top. lay these tulips kind of like this. Oh yes, this will make it pretty. Get the zip ties zip. I guess what I need to do is stick the zip ties down in there and then stick the tulips. So I want that to be there like that. Pull this down here like this. And then just do it like that. That is going to be gorgeous. Look how just one section looks. That is going to be gorgeous doing it that way. Well, I'll take a picture of it and you can see it. Because now I think I'm going to go ahead. If y'all want to, y'all can watch. I'm wanting to go ahead and do this one now. Do it in the pink. Cut these tulips off and just do it in the pink. I think that'd be pretty. I like that one, but it's not my favorite. I think I'm going to like my tulip better. And I've even got darker pink than this. And I've got red ones. I don't know what the red... Red is for leukemia. And then pink and blue is thyroid. Pink is breast cancer. The little chart has all of it on there. Alright, let me get another zip tie. Stick it in here. Zip it up so far. And then I'm going to stick the tulips down in there. Like this. And then zip it. That is going to be, I think that's going to be really pretty. Let's do another one. But the key is to get these zip ties in first, and then you can lay your tulips in. I made lots and lots of carrots this year out of tulips. I think I sold 24 carrot wreaths on Etsy. I thought I was going to turn into a carrot. But I made them until I couldn't get no more orange tulips. Which, right now, I have a bunch of white ones. And I've got a Girl Scout troop that I'm going to go and they're going to make a wreath. Look at this. What do y'all think about that? I think this is going to be pretty. Well, this one's got kind of funny. It's got too many on it. There's a whole one. And there's a whole one. More zip ties. See, I'm doing this not the way I thought I was going to. But I think I'm going to like it better. It's funny how little ideas come to your mind when you're doing things. Make sure that, I'm trying to make sure that I keep plenty. I want to make sure it looks full. Pulling them down in there. I think it's going to be pretty too. tulip off. Being too hard on it. Let me see something here. Right there's where tulip's off. There. That back on. Well, I'm going to keep going if y'all want to. Because you can either watch it now or you can watch the replay, and then I will download it into YouTube. With the Unique and the Creek boards, way we do it, we just kind of put holes where we want them, and we cut them, and we do all kinds of things. You're watching? All right, Annette. Thank you. It makes it better when you're making something and you've got somebody that you can talk to. I want you all to look at this. Now, what do you think about that? That is just going to be just adorable. Let me get this handful of tulips I've got over here. Or this bucket. So then I won't run out of tulips. And it will have tulips missing, and that drives me crazy when they're missing. And I'm not putting the green on them. And I've got so many green from the yellow. I'm going to do, where's that blue at? I'm going to, so it won't come off. Go through and just snip these. Get me a little pile started, so then all I have to do is just put it in there. This one has one missing. I always go back and try to get all the tulips that's supposed to have one on there. Hi, Shirley. We made the one breast cancer, and now we're making the second one. Out of the Unique and the Creek board. Yeah, if anybody would like one of these boards to make you one, you can, if you leave your email address, I'll be more than happy to cut you one like I cut this one. I'm just going to cut a few of these off so then I won't have to stop so much. But you know, tulips are so pretty. And I couldn't find tulips that was just solid orange. I could find orange and yellow. And I like the little tulips. I didn't care for the big ones to make the carrot out of. I like these more daintier tulips. I love tulips too. There. Now let's put some more on here. I have to watch where the holes are, so I'll know which way to go. I bet I have to put one that way too. I'm going to go ahead and stick it that way so that it's out on the end. We'll put two there. There. And then we'll just stick our little tulips in there. Like this. one more. One more. I guess I should have kept the stems. I could get the stems out of the garbage. So then we'll know how many tulip bunches it takes. I don't know if you can find tulips this year or not. I don't know if they're all gone or not. I know our General Wholesale had some that was green and yellow is what they had. This is going right along where it's supposed to. And here I thought I was going to do this with mesh. It wouldn't have looked the same, would it? That one's got one missing. And I know in the bottom of that tulip thing, there's a bunch of tulips in there, so if it's got one missing, what I do is I'll find one and put it in its spot. Let me see, is that alright? I think that might get that one. And then just zip it up. And there we go. That one's green where I painted the board. Let's see how we're going to do this. Let's see if we do it like this. Some of the hose on the outside, it has broke this piece on the edge, but as long as it just sits in there, it'll be alright. Thank you very, very much, Annette. Or Anita. I'm sorry, I didn't even say your name right. I think I'm really going to like this pink one here. You just got to get your tulips laying the way you want them. And then put your zip ties in. There's a hole right in there. I don't think we're going to have to put but maybe one in it. One bunch because it's so close to the edge. There. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is really turning out to be pretty. I just think you're all the one that made me have the idea. I just looked over and seen the tulips and thought of it. You could make this. This would be pretty yellow baby roses because you can find those now. You can find the baby rose buds. This would be pretty out of a rosebud too. Can you all see I'm just laying them in there is all I'm doing. If you need me to go down with the camera, I can put the camera where you can see it a whole lot better. I'd be more than happy to. Slap a sign on it. Burlap reefs. Only thing you gotta watch with burlap is it gets in your lungs. And when I say that, I was in the hospital for 3.5 weeks because I had some kind of bacteria in my lungs that I had to take IV for. And I had to stay in the hospital for 3.5 weeks because I kept taking antibiotics, and I done everything and could not get rid of it. Couldn't shake it. And then once they got me in the hospital, they wouldn't let me out. I about went nuts. And I was it was over an hour away in the hospital, and didn't have no family or nothing nowhere. My husband come and stayed a couple of nights with me. But it gets lonely down there when you're by yourself in the hospital. Got some more tulips. But I will dig out and see how many this is taking. And I am filling them pretty full. Because I want it to look bushy. I want one more right here. Right there. Yeah. I'm putting 3 or 4 clusters in each hole. And then there's this one where this come off. I'm going to glue it on. I will have both of these listed in my Etsy after a while, and in my Etsy I've got kits. I've got 2 in there right now, and I've got a couple more I'm getting ready to add. I've got one left on one that's actually, y'all can't see it. It's this one right over here. This kit. This one. I've got a kit for it. And it's made on the Unique and the Creep board. It just makes it simpler. And then it'll fit in between 2 doors. And some more tulips. Yeah, you have to wear a mask if you're doing that mesh. I still do them, but I don't do them like I used to. I used to do them all the time. And you might not see it, but it's there. So just be careful. Because those little particles, you don't see them and you don't know it. I never dreamed of getting sick doing that. And we didn't know what caused it at first, but then I got to hearing people say they got pneumonia from doing a burlap wreath. And I thought, that's where I got so sick. This one got a couple missing. This one and this one. We'll put some more on them. I'm just going to go ahead and cut a few more of these. And it'll be quicker. See, if I knew if I was going to do this, I could have had these all cut. But I don't have nowhere to be today. And I love doing these. I just need to hire somebody to put them all in Etsy store for me. It takes me forever to list them. Oh, it probably takes me 10 minutes. It seems like forever. Doing one wreath, that's to me a long time. But I'm getting better at it. And it's got a piece of paper on it. There. I'm leaving some of these with, I'm cutting the stems really short. Okay, I've got 6 in there so far. Well, here's 7. Let's go ahead and cut it, since I got it out. It's got one missing. This is pretty. I haven't seen one made like this yet. Yes, I understand the pull-through method. I like it too. I even do mesh. I'll do the pull-through with the mesh too. Especially the 6-inch mesh. You can take and put it up on the corner. Zip tie it. Get another zip tie. Zip tie this one from there to there. Yeah, if you had all your zip ties in too, it wouldn't take you long to make this. It takes longer trying to put the zip ties and the tulips in. And just lay them in there. Tulip looks long. I'll put her over there. I guess it's a her. This would be a good Mother's Day present too. And I put 3 pods in that one. I have been doing it, I've been doing it for a little over 2 years. I started doing wreaths and crafts and things. My son had a wreck, and because I had to sit with him, he had brain damage from where a policeman beat him up after the wreck, and so I started doing crafts, wreaths and things like that, and I was giving them away. And then when he died, I left him at home, and he died. He had an aneurysm, and he was 32 years old, and that was 2 years ago on Mother's Day, the 12th. It'd be 2 years. And so I had to do something to keep my mind occupied, so I got into doing wreaths. And the more I got to doing wreaths, then I got into, I've just started doing the lives. And I'm going to do kits. And I'm happy to show anybody how to do it. I'm going to start my own little group. I'm going to start that in May, if anybody's interested in joining a group. And where then you can have one-on-one. I've been selling on Etsy for about a year. And my shop, the last 4 months, it started selling things. I'm getting like an order a day now. So, some people might not think that's very good. I think it's really good. I couldn't keep up if they wanted 8 or 9 a day. But then I'm going to be selling some materials too, because like here in Kentucky, it's hard to find good ribbon, wired ribbon, and good mesh. And I thought what I'd do is just sell the kits, and none of the kits will be over $42, because I look at it that if you want to resell it, at least you could. If you put 42, you know, bought it for $42, and then you could resell it for $80. But no, when I lost my son, I had to find something to do because it was about to drive me crazy. My husband worked all the time and he was gone. And I was used to having him with me for almost 5 years. I didn't do anything. And that morning he begged me to go to town and get my groceries and him not have to go. He says he was hurting so bad he just wanted to lay down. So you had cancer. Well, what kind of, can I ask what kind of cancer? And then we'll know what color you need. Because I've got a little chart that tells it all. I got that from the lady at Gatlinburg. I went to a wreath retreat down there. Jackie, I can't remember what her last name is, had one, and we had a good time. I love traveling, and my husband doesn't care. I do have a service dog, emotional support dog. That's one of the first things my husband went and got me, because I was so used to taking care of him and his little girl. I still have 50-50 custody of his little girl, but the mother won't let me have any visitations, and I'm not going to go back to the lawyer. It's shame, you know, that I have to sneak to see her or sneak to hear from her, but she's going to be 14, so we're just going to leave that alone. Because if she needs anything or wants anything, all she has to do is say it, and she's going to have it. Her daddy always made sure she had everything, so that's why I plan on doing it. But she has grown up so much. She's got so big. I seen her yesterday getting off the school bus at her great-granny's house. I'm her only grandmother. She's got 2 great-grandmothers, but I'm her only grandmother, because her other grandmother got killed. And it just makes it sad, you know, when Mama don't want, gets mad. I just wouldn't turn over and give everything. It's all Riley's. Riley will get it one day. I'll make sure she gets it. She'll get everything her daddy had. And I didn't see giving it to her mother. I see giving it to her. Something sold on Etsy. You just done it again. It's real fun whenever you hear, if you sell something on Etsy, if you've ever sold on Etsy, because I hadn't ever, and when you sell something, it sounds like a little cashier going off. Look at that, people. I think it's on delay. Let me see here. And this one stretched to there. I'm just playing with the hose, figure out where to put them. Wow, this is going to be really pretty. And what I found, if any of these tulips start popping off, I'll take glue and glue them. It does better when you glue them. They won't come off. I made a cross out of yellow tulips. Out of the Christmas tree frame, I cut it up too. That one ain't missing one, that one missing one, missing one, missing one. This one ain't. And this one ain't. You had breast cancer, so you need a pink wreath, don't you? You need one this color. So sorry. Oh my. I will keep you in my prayers, honey. Keep you in my prayers. Everybody needs to keep you in their prayers. You need one of these wreaths on your door. I'll just take one off of this. Yes, when you're in remission, you do worry. I had cervical cancer, and I was at stage 4, but I didn't have to do chemo. He got it. And then I went back 2 years later, and I had some other kind of cancer. It's kind of like melanoma, but it's not. It's something else. Because it's not... It's a place... It was down in my privates. And he got it all that time, too. So... You know, the good Lord, He does things for reasons. We just don't know why. And I pray that you get over and stay in remission, honey. Cancer is a sad thing. I think they've got a cure for it. They just don't want to cure it. I think they're just being mean. Because as long as they've been trying to do something with it. Let me cut off a couple more. Because I'm going to take it and go down this way, and then I'll go down this way. And I like them full, so there's an extra one. So that's why I'll use more to make it really full. But this way, then this will give you an idea of how many tulips you need. If you would like to make one something like this. I couldn't have done this on that wire rack, I don't think. Boy, that's the thing about Facebook and all these lives. We learn so much about other people's troubles. Sometimes we think we have troubles, but then you get on here and you think, no. I am so sorry. See, I always heard if you got it in your lymph nodes, that was the end of it. But getting it anywhere is bad. You never know. And the thing about it, it's so dangerous, you never know if you've got it or not. You could have it and not even know it. That's what's so dangerous about it. You think everything's fine, then all of a sudden it gets you. Well, I wouldn't have had to paint. This one's going to have a pretty teal background on it. Let me see. This one's going to have to go in here. In here. That one was just laying up there. Wasn't in nothing. Seen it fall. I thought, where'd that fall from? I thought it was falling off the reef. I'm going ahead and putting some zip ties in here, so then all I have to do is just zip them. Alright, now let's stick some tulips in here. I think when the little neighbor kids are outside, I think I hear a four-wheeler. I'm just going to stick these in there and then sorry, hon. I am so sorry for your bad luck. So sorry. Do you like to do crafts? My husband must be coming because that's how the dogs act when he comes. We have 4. I have my service dog, which is a little Chihuahua. My girlfriend's mother lost her husband, and we were up there yesterday, and she came in, and that little service dog is an emotional support dog. She had never seen her before, and she went over to her and laid up against her, and then she laid in her lap, and she don't lay in anybody's lap. And it's really odd how they can train those dogs to know what's going on. It's really odd. There. Threw it over there. Now I gotta go get it. Trying to wonder if this is even going to need a bow on it. What do you think? You think it's going to need a bow? Or wait until it gets done, then we'll see. I got it over half done. And all I'm doing is just sticking these tulips down in where the holes are. And cutting the ties off. Where'd that come from? There. I know. Told you what I do. If it don't stay, we gonna glue it. This stuff is stringy glue. Let me see, it's right there. There. Let's glue off of it. Straighten the leaves up on it. And put some more zip ties in. This would go pretty on your mother's grave. I spray them real good with clear acrylic paint. It's UV protective, so the colors don't turn on them. Yeah, I haven't seen one of these. I haven't seen anybody make one of these yet. There's one. One more right here. But we could make them all the different colors for all the different kind of cancer. If you get the tulips. When I went in a Michael's, I bought every tulip they had. I bought 250 bunches of yellow and orange tulips. It's got one missing off of them. This is going to be really pretty. I think there's one. One laying up there. And it wanted to go right there. Yeah, it may not need a bow. Because the symbol, it tells what it is. See, I've got a bunch of loose tulips down in here. And you get them. Get a handful of them. There's a bunch of yellow ones in the bottom of here, too. And then I can just fix those. See, there's a red one. Let me put tulips on all these. Because we've cut 8 tulips. 8 bunches so far. But you can get these, your tulips, you can get them at Michael's when they have the 60% off. I ordered mine online, a lot of them, and got them that way. So instead of $4, they were $2, and then 10 or 20 cents more, so that made them $1.60, I think. Yeah, I think. Not sure. Something like that. Which that's not too bad. I wished I could find somewhere who had little tulips orange. Just the little tulips in orange. I'm going to check with General Wholesale next year and see if they can get just plain orange ones like they've got now. In the green ones, I think they were green and yellow. They had solid green ones and yellow ones. I've never seen a green tulip. A real green tulip. You ever seen a green tulip? Hi, Nancy. I just took that one off too because it's where I... There. Let me see here. There it is. That's where I took it off at. And I just put a little bit of glue on the end of it. That way then I know it ain't going to come off. Like if you did put this on a grave site, that way then you know it wouldn't come off. The glue, and I would take a rod. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Nancy? I guess my next trip's going to be the Crafters Convention. Clee and Rhonda was having some kind of wreath thing this, I don't know if it was this weekend or it's coming up. Not really sure when, but it is coming up. I said I'd like to have one here in Kentucky. Damon is one of my business coaches. I told him he ought to help me have one here in Kentucky for the Kentucky people. Because they are fun, and then you make several really, really pretty things. And let me see, there. Just put it in there. There we go. See, we've about got this done. I didn't aim to keep you all this long. So we're doing 2 lives in one, I think. I wish there was something I could use all them leaves for, but I have got so many where I took them off the carrots that I'm just not keeping any more of them. I'm a pack rat anyway. But I'm tickled I found something to use some of these tulips for. Red is leukemia and kidney. It's either red or orange. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching me. I don't have anything else to do either, so I like to get on here and I like to have somebody to talk to. And that's about the best way to do it. I was up at 1 o'clock this morning. I couldn't sleep. I almost jumped on to see who I was on. I know I was missing a tulip somewhere. Here it is. But I appreciate it. I don't know if my bot's working or not. Usually if you comment, it'll come back. So I don't know if it's working or not. But if it's not, if you'll leave me your email, I will put you on the list to make sure you get it, so then you know when I go live. I'm not tech savvy at all. One more down in there. one more. Yes, you are. In fact, I sell the boards too. I sell these boards, the Unique in the Creek boards. I sell those on my website also. And then you can get them through Amazon. They're called Unique in the Creek. You can get them on Amazon. You have to buy 5 of each. They've got the flower boards and the character boards. And they got the Christmas tree. And the cross, I don't think it's out yet, but the cross was coming in. Because the day I cut mine out of the Christmas tree, and sometimes you have to piece them together. Everybody's cutting and making all kinds of things. But these are all pre-drilled. Now, on the character boards, what I will do, this is a character board. The character board, it has 2 circumference on it, 2 rows. But what I'll do to the middle, because I don't Mod Podge everything on them, I like my sign to stand out a little bit. So I take and I put a piece of styrofoam from the Dollar Tree with the 6000 in the hot glue, and I put it in the middle. So I put my own signs in it, and that's how I've been doing with the kits. Is I'm making your sign for you, and putting the 6000 on it and the hot glue and letting it sit. But like they've made ladybugs, they've made butterflies. The butterflies are really, really pretty. And I've got one of them. I bought one just to get the board cut, so then I'd see how she cut it. I haven't made nothing with it yet. They've made bees. I've even made a bumblebee. And we just kind of redo the board, drill holes, and we just redo it. People say that they're so scared of these boards, but if you look at the wire, it's just 3 or 4 ring wire. If somebody didn't show us, we didn't know how to do that. Lori's gonna flip when she sees that I made this out of the Christmas tree board. She's getting married. I don't know if she's getting married today or tomorrow. I know she's in Las Vegas right now. And they were going to do a live stream of the wedding, so I was dying to see it. I needed to find out when it was. But yeah, I almost got live. I wouldn't have sent out no bot or nothing in the middle of the night. I think we're still going to need a few more. I got this puppy done. Or it won't take much longer. I don't think. The sun's shining now. I made, if you'll go look at my Etsy store, I made, it looks just like a vine of grapes. I took the leaves from a grapevine that's artificial, and then I took the tulips, purple tulips, and made them hang like grapes. It turned out really pretty. I wanted to do a cherry tree, but you couldn't do nothing like that because it wouldn't look normal. More zip ties. Got to love your zip ties. I've got 2 right there. 3. I'm just going to go ahead and stick these in here for right now. And then all I have to do is zip them. Put the tulips in and zip them. Yeah, Lori's going to love this when she sees it. And that needs to go on the outside. I'm just putting the zip ties in here where I know they're going to have to go, so I won't have to do it here in a minute. And we'll get this end done. And then we'll almost have it. Lord, I forgot there's one up here too. I'm missing zip ties. It's okay, as long as we get them, it's all that matters. I mean, there was a lot of people doing a lot of things, different things with the tulips this year. I know on my carrots, I didn't use a frame. I got some roses. I was going to try making a carrot out of roses. I got some orange roses at my supplier. Thought that looked like that was off. Oops. Sorry. There. Well, look at that. That is beautiful. If I say so myself. And it gives me something to do this evening. I don't like cleaning house. I do laundry. I got up and I mopped all the floors. I was determined I wasn't going to mop my floors till I got new floors. Yes, I seen that butterfly. It was on there today. I seen that. That was pretty. Because I thought, I could do that. There'll be people making these, you know, because we all share ideals. Everybody does. And sometimes you tweak it and make it a little better than what you... The more you do it, the more you figure out how to do things. I'm going to have a sunflower kit. I got the centers from General Wholesale. I haven't got it on the, and it'll be made with the Unique and the Creek board. The board will come in the kit. And if you order your boards from Unique and the Creek or from me, you get 10% off. Now, Amazon, you have to buy 5 boards. 5 of the same board. You can't split it up. And then you can get them from Trendy Tree. And then you can buy other things at Trendy Tree when you're getting it. And then Craft Outlet, you can get them through Craft Outlet. That's the thing, those you could get free shipping. That is true. You learn with all these videos that everybody does. And that's what's so fun, is because we're all networking together, you know, if you know how to do something, you show it. I know how to do something, I'll show it. If you don't want to show it, then you make a tutorial so you can sell it. I know I bought the tutorial for the tulip, or no, for the poppy. I cut it, I got the things all ready, and I haven't finished it yet, but I'm going to. Because I made the center of the poppy, it was beautiful. I took that black glitter, I ordered some of that, and it was beautiful. If I have to say so myself. Let's see, we're going to start sticking these in this way. Might do it both ways. Let me see here. Because we're at the end, and we want it to look like the end. Might have to cut the tulips off a little bit. Let me see here. We're at the very end. You want to do the sunflower? Well, I'm going to have that in my Etsy shop. I'm going to try to get it in there tonight. I got my pictures took. I've just got to describe it and all that. And I was thinking about, I was going to cut the mesh for you. Because I've got the bag sealer. Or you can cut your own mesh. It's however you want to do it, you know. And I'm doing it out of the poly burlap. Where that's just all plastic, and when you seal it with the sealer, it doesn't ravel. I've made some sunflowers last year, and I didn't use poly burlap, and they fray. I don't like a bunch of frays. My Etsy page is Down Home Crafty Things. And I'm gonna I could start to say when I can do one tomorrow and then sell the kits as I'm making it, and then you just save it and you can watch how I put it together. If you want me to do one tomorrow, I can do that. Because that's another one I was going to do, and I haven't done it yet. And then I'll sell the kits on there. And then I've made, y'all can't see up above me, I've got all kinds of flowers cut out over there of the poly burlap that I ain't put together yet. I like the plastic of the poly burlap, and I like using the bag sealer because it doesn't fray. Or if it does, it doesn't do very bad. Well, let me think about that real quick, and I can tell you. It's, wait a minute, I'll let you know real quick here. If I cut it and everything, it'll be $32 for the kit. That would be fine. I know how that goes. I'm just going to stick this one up in there with glue. a tulip missing. Wouldn't you know it? It's my glue pot. See, I'm stringing glue everywhere here. You can't see it, but it looks like little spider webs. That's what it looks like. And I put it back in my glue pot. Ugh. Let me get this on there. There. Okay, we got that much of it done. I like it. I think I want to put a couple of tulips right there in that corner with glue. Ooh, this is the stringiest glue. It's commercial glue is what I've got now. I'm just going to glue some of them. Right in here. Because I can see the board, but I don't want to see the board. There. There that is. That is going to be so pretty. I guess I can do the top part here. We'll make them come this way and these come down this way. Where those is all going like that. That's the way we're going to do it, people. This is going to be pretty. It will be in my Etsy store after I get done. If anybody would like to purchase it. And I ain't sure how much it is because I got to see how many tulips we used. But, I mean, we might could try to get a hold of some other tulips. I've got some white ones. If I've got enough, we could paint them. I paint flowers all the time. They're easy to paint. And make them the color. Well, thank you, Marlena. Like I said, I'm trying to keep my kits the price down where if you want to make and sell them, you can. Because I don't want to sell you something that it's going to cost you as much as it would for me to make it. Be like, why should you even try to make it? I tell you, told me that. And she's one of my coaches, and it's hard-working mom. Said, keep your kits where people can still make them and sell them. Because if you only made $10 on it, if you added $10 and made it, you know, once you get established, if you're doing it for a business, you know, you can charge double and triple and all that. But when you first start out, you can't. So that's going to be my goal, is to keep all my kits down and try to find the cheapest, you know, good materials, but not very expensive. Not cheapest. You know what I'm trying to say. Try to find bargains if we can find them. So, like that would be $32 because of the frame, the mesh. The mesh is $13. Is how much the mesh is. And then, yeah, In the center, I've got the brown centers that goes in the middle of them. I'm going to figure out an easy way. I don't want to have to just glue the center in the middle. I'd like to be able to attach it some way. So, I'll be working on that one. Okay. Stick that right in there. So all I'm doing is just kind of sticking the tulips down in the hole. That one come out. You can't come out and get back in there, little tulip. It doesn't want to go in that little hole. It's going. Here we go. There we go. There. And let me see. Here's another one. There we go. I make a little bit on them, but I don't want to make a killing. You know, I ain't doing this to make a killing. I just would like everybody to be able to craft and, you know. I don't know how much shipping is, because you all would be responsible for shipping. You know. But if it charged you one thing and it was cheaper, I'll give you your money back. I'll refund it. Because sometimes shipping, they do that. They charge you, they overcharge on shipping. The box just to put the kit in is $2. Because I had to ordered 50 of them, and they were right at $2 a piece for a stupid box. But I tell you, I've done learned. They've got this stuff marked up really, really high. I want to go to Craig Bachman and get supplies next year. You order this year for next year? Because I know some of the ladies said that they give $2 for a 10-yard row. And then they turn around and they sell them to us for $8, $9, and $10, $12. Depends what kind of yarn, you know, what kind of mesh it is. Or lace. Ribbon, where am I at? Knock, knock. And then zip ties are cheap. I love these zip ties. But you got to watch where you get them from, because like I've got some 8-inch ones over there that sometimes they don't hit. It only took 12 things of carrots, or to make the carrot, 12 things of tulips. And they were all orange because I took the orange, or the yellow ones off and put orange. So I'm going to do a Girl Scout troop. They're going to make, because I got all the yellow tulips, they're going to make a wreath for their moms. Because they're 12 years old, and I figured they could use a zip tie. I'm going to Mod Podge the welcome sign on for them. I'm going to go ahead and just do a couple more, because we're going to need them here and there. And this one's got some missing ones too. It shouldn't take too much longer. We're almost done with this bad boy. I don't know what time we went on. But I made that wreath. But I really like this one a whole lot better. That's okay. It's pretty too. They're so much different. That's why they're so pretty. Yes. I was in Gatlinburg, and I thought my husband would come and stay, but he didn't get to. And so I looked everywhere and like never found the powdered starch, because I like my rag bows to be stiff. How do you do yours? Or do you make them? I've got material in there to make them for the bee. I got bee material, and I got a lot of farmhouse material. But I just like my bow to be stiff. Instead of droopy. Because I made one and I really liked it. I thought it was so cute. But it was so droopy. So I thought, well, I'll get me some starch. The spray starch don't do it. You gotta get that powdered starch. It's the last one I'm gonna cut until I use them. And that powdered starch, everywhere I looked, they were out of it, and I finally found it. And when I did, they were only like 98 cents a box, and it makes I don't know how much starch. Because what I did is took in, because I was in Gatlinburg in the condo, I took Coke bottles and poured it in that so I could bring it home with me, because I didn't want to have to waste it. We can do a live one night and do rag bows. Do you do rag bows? You've never made a rag bow? Or seen a video on one? Well, looks like I'm going to be making a rag bow, don't it? Be more than happy to make one on a live. It's not hard. I will. I'll be more than happy to. More than happy to, because I was wanting to make a rag bow. I was making a wreath out of material. Let me show you. Something like this one. Something like this one. And then I wanted to put a big rag bow on it. And I'm making a red, white, and blue one. And I'm tying it where this is more neater than what the other one is. It's just tied in sections. And then I want to put a big old rag bow on it. I thought that would be pretty. Oops. I didn't know my little Bella's up here. She's laying in her little bed. Tell her she's naked when she ain't got no clothes on. We will. What did I say we'd do tomorrow? Somebody wanted me to do something, and I said we could just do it tomorrow. But if I can't remember what it is, we might do a rag bow. Or I might jump back on after a while and we can do a rag bow. Oh, I said we'd do sunflower tomorrow. Okay. Okay, we can do that. And then I might take a break and come back and we might make a rag bow later on tonight. Would y'all like doing that? Because I don't have anything to do tonight. We might as well just... And if y'all got any material... But I guess you need starch. And I rip my material. When I cut it, then that's what we'll do. After I get this done, we'll take a little short break, and I'll get stuff together, and we'll make a rag bow. Sounds like a plan. Because I need to make a bee rag bow, and I need to make a red, white, and blue rag bow. Because I've got the wreath started on the red, white, and blue. So we'll make a red, white, and blue rag bow tonight. This ain't going to be long until we got this puppy done. This is just beautiful. Not because I made it, it's just beautiful. It's turning out perfect. Yeah, we can do the rag bow. We'll do a rag bow after a while. And then tomorrow we'll do the sunflower. Any certain time y'all want to do the sunflower tomorrow? Y'all tell me a good time and then we'll do that. Because I like to, you know, yes, these are tulips. We've almost got it done. It goes there. One. Now I am Eastern. No, Central. I'm Central. I need to get all my zip ties put in because I'm getting right down there close to all the flowers meeting. So I need to put all my zip ties in. There's one down in here. I don't want to knock none of them off. This is really coming together nice. Eastern. I'm Central, so you are an hour ahead of me. I'm an hour behind you. So, do y'all want to do it 1 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow? Everybody's Eastern. Then we'll just do it at 12 o'clock my time and 1 o'clock your time. Sounds good. We got a plan going on here, girls. That's what I like about wreath making, because you do make friends in this. I feel like I got friends everywhere. When you go to places and you see them, if you haven't liked and shared my page, I'd appreciate it. So then maybe some of your friends might want to watch what we do. Not real good with the bot yet. I don't know if it's working or not. Did you all get a message from the bot when you all come on? Or when you all been talking? Because I'm not very good at it. Oops. And let me see here. Need just a few more right in there. Just a few more. Then I'll show you the back. The back looks pretty too, because it doesn't have nothing that will scratch the door. Let me see here. There we go. Put one more in this way. This last one's a booger getting it in there. It's where all of them's meeting together. Hey, but I'm not pulling no tulips off. I'm doing something right. There. Now, just like this section here, and we'll be done, people. There's one zip tie that hadn't got pulled. So you got my bot, Judy? Is that what you're saying? It did. And you're Eastern. So we're going to do it at 1 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. We're going to make a sunflower. Let me see, how many more of these do I have? There's a pink one. And let me see, there's some in the floor. Let me get them while I'm doing this. Sorry. I figure I might as well pick them up now. There was just a few that had fell off. So I'm putting them back together. And then I'll show you tomorrow too, also the different centers that you can get. Oh, you're not late. Nobody's ever late. You can even watch the replays. Glad to have you. There. Alright, now, I'm going to go ahead and cut these because I know I'm going to need them. I'll put the camera where you can really see how I'm doing the flower. I'll tell you how many bundles when we get done. Because I didn't have no idea. It took several, but not really a lot. Because it took 12 bundles to make a carrot. And so far, I've found all of the tulips that has come off. But when I buy my tulips, I just get them down in the floor at Michael's, and I look at each one to make sure it has all the tulips on it. You could even do this with the bigger tulips. I know they still have the big tulips out. I'm not going to cut that one yet. We're going to see. Now, let's just put this on here. You just got yours out. I need to plant some. I love tulips. And irises. I love all the flowers outside. We need, Sonny needs to do some real bad maintenance around the outside of our house. We got some boards that needs to be fixed, and the vinyl needs to be washed because it's turning green. My son was supposed to have done that before he died, but he didn't get it done. He pressure washed part of the house, but he didn't get it all done. He couldn't do it unless Danny was here, my husband, because of it being so high. I have a Cape Cod house, and so he couldn't get out there and do it by himself. We was going to raise him up in the tractor. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't you come out there. He wants to come out whenever I put that in there. Oh, so are you making something with tulips? I've made a cross out of tulips, and I've made the welcome, the circle. I made 2 of the circle ones. Or round. I'm calling them circles, but I made 2 of the round ones. And then one lady on one of the Unique in the Creek boards, I'd put and filled it in, but she wanted it real thick with tulips. So I had to go back and put twice as many tulips in it. But that's what she wanted, so I fixed what she wanted. I need to plant some tulips. Me and my husband husband first got married, and that's been about 15 years ago, I would fix things. So, oh, you've been on my Etsy page. Yes, my yellow one. And then I have a purple one that's got the welcome. And then I had the purple one that was real thick, but somebody bought it. It just, I don't know, I've always, even with my granddaughter, I don't know, remember those fleece blankets that people was cutting and tying knots on the end? Well, that one year when I had custody of her, I helped her, of course. Everybody in her family one of those fleece blankets, and we sit and tied the ends. I cut them, and we sit and tied the ends. Yeah, my grape, I think I outdone myself on my grape because I didn't use a form. That's how I formed it up. And I had enough to make 2. When I went looking for the form or the leaves for the grapes, my girlfriend never dreamed that it would turn out looking just like a grape. I was wanting to make a pineapple, but I can't figure out, I figured out what kind of top to put on it. No, they're not real grapes. Those are tulips. Yeah, they're tulips. They're the small tulip that you get at Michael's. And then I lay them around on top of each other, and I don't use a form. I use lots of zip ties. I'm just putting all these zip ties in here, so then all I have to do is just take off with it. Yeah, those grapes would be really pretty if in somebody's kitchen. See, I've seen pineapples done, but they've made them out of sunflowers. The ones that I've seen. And they put it in a shape, but like my grapes, I think they look almost real. And that's the way I wanted to do the pineapple. But I can't figure out what to use as its petals. Because I look at flowers all the time trying to figure out what to use. But you can use those like it's in the cactus family for the top. Succulents, I think they call them. Well, see, I have 2 of those, but boy, that would be pretty for your wine. Never thought about that. I had sowed 3 of those, and I have 2 left. That looks like it has white ones in it. Well, I guess because they all look like they have a few white ones in it. Been sitting here doing this how long? And then I said, huh? Let's see here. Let me see here. sticking these in here. Almost finished. A few more. It gets scary when you get down to the bottom and you don't know if you're going to have enough. I hope I have enough, because we couldn't find these nowhere, I know. I can't believe how pretty this thing has turned out. My girlfriend's gonna laugh when she sees that I made something else out of tulips. She said I went tulip crazy this year. Because I made, well, I had so many orders for the carrots. And you got to sell them if people want them, you make them. Yeah, I should have enough. I got a bundle left over there. One more bundle besides these little ones here. See, this thing goes right in there. You see now it's going to go right up in there. You just kind of eyeball it and figure out where you think they might need to be. Oh, that was a board that I was measuring. I'm barely going to have enough of these tulips. That's what it looks like, barely. I'll figure it out. Let me see here. Here we go. There. Yeah, I got one more bundle back there. Can I cut that one off? Oh, there's nothing. There's one I haven't pulled. Hadn't pulled it. If I can get it out. There. I'm going to be lucky that I've got enough to fill this in. But I do. I got one more bundle. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut them off. And it's got several missing. There's one in the floor. I just seen it. And it's just preference. You could leave the leaves on if you wanted to. You would use less tulips if you did that because it would fill up more. Yeah, we barely got enough, but we got enough. I was kind of sweating there for a little bit. Let me see, I seen one with that one a while ago. Here it is. Here's this one. That one's got one missing. That one ain't this one. Here's this one had one missing. Now it don't. Sorry it's taking me so long, guys. I'm getting it. Isn't that funny how it works out? Every one of them. I had a tulip for every one of them. When I got down to the bottom, I'm putting them both ways. In, going towards the top and coming out of the bottom. And then if we see any bald spots, we can take, if we've got any tulips left, and take glue and just glue up in there. Well, I know you'll learn something. You know what I love setting anymore? I don't even watch my TV. I've got it on, but it's just for the noise. Because I've got used to watching on the lives. And then when you see them in person, it's like they're part of your family. Because you watch them every day. You see them every day. It's funny, you know, when you go somewhere, it's kind of like, wow, I've known them forever. And that's the first time you ever met them. Yes, we always learn something. One way or another, we always do. Yeah, I am going to have just a couple left. And I mean a couple, one or two. Put that up in there. And this one right here. That, there it is. Now, if I get orders for these, I've got red, a dark pink, and yellow that I can make. I pulled one off. So I've got some colors. Put a little glue on it. Come off. Right there. Easy right there. I have one left. Let's see. think it's going to go right in there, because there's a hole right in there. And there's a leak, not right there. There, that's fine. Know where it's going. Right in there. There. Now, what y'all think? And let me show you the back. Look how smooth the back is. See how smooth the back is? Because it's all zip ties. That one's drooping. There. Isn't it pretty? That turned out prettier than I thought. I'm not going to put a bow on it, would you? So let's see how many of these did it take. Oh Lord, I got flowers in the garbage that ain't supposed to be there. Let's go off the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Took exactly 20. I ain't got no more. It took exactly 20. So that's not bad. I didn't put a hanger on this one. I didn't think about putting a hanger on it, but we will. We will. We'll put a hanger on it. I'm going to put it up through here. I'm planning on it. Right through there like that. Clip this off. Let me move this one. There we go. This thing needs to be moved. There. There we go. Isn't it pretty? Made 2 different kinds. So, y'all want to make a rag bow after a while? Or here in about an hour or so? And I will get that in my Etsy shop. Because that did. It turned out really, really pretty. It's different. So, how about, I don't know what time it is. Trying to look. See what time it is. And I'll tell you what time we'll meet back. It's almost 7 o'clock. So, how about if we meet back at 8 o'clock? You love both of them? I do too. I like both of them too. My phone's trying to die. I like them both. So we'll meet back at that. It's 8 o'clock there in New York, and it's 7 o'clock here. So 8:30 in 30 minutes. That'll give me time to get my material and everything over here. Alright? Well, see y'all in a little bit then. 7 o'clock there too. Okay. So it'd be 7:30 and 8:30. 8:30 for the ones that it's 8:30. But it's 7:30. Okay? 7:30 Central and 8:30 Eastern. Thank you very, very much, and I'll see you back in about 30 minutes. Thank you all.